No, flip path, no face angle. Flip path actually is pretty.
So let me ask you a question here with the face angle and stuff. What is usually your grip pressure? From 1 to 10, what would you say that it is?
Probably if I shake your hand, I'd probably be easier to describe it. But, you know, it's almost like a firm handshake.
Okay.
So
would you say a 5, 6?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. Let's move that grip pressure up to about a 7 or an 8.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe a little bit more of a squeeze with that handshake. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of liking that Tommy Fleetwood swing though.
Yeah. What's not to like, right? That's a.
That is a. I was hearing Grant Horvat.
Grant Horvat?
Yeah, talk about him.
Mm-hmm.
And one of his, he was coaching another YouTuber. He was talking about it, and he said the only thing like the Tommy Fleetwood swing is it's pretty from here to here. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he said it's not much of a, his swing is just kind of like that, you know.
Yeah, he's definitely much more of the left arm kind of getting just past
Yeah.
parallel and
He
then
just
right
yell
arm.
like this, and then that's it.
Yeah.
That was sloppy. I was just trying to.
I get you.
But-
Demonstrate.
Yeah. But I kind of like that, and that's what I was just practicing like this, and just go straight forward, just to get my club and my face back.
That's it. All right, because remember, right, just like what they were saying there, right, from here to here is the heart of the swing, right? So
Yep.
if you just kind of get up over there and you create power, that's good. But we want to have this from here to here being the heart of the swing.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And Tommy does a great job of doing that.
I like his swing. I was watching slow motion videos and everything with it. Oh, flip face, way closed. That was pretty on plane, close to it, but way close. I'm trying to loosen my grip up a little bit. Try to keep it off face.
Hold up one sec. Where are you at? All right, what do we have there?
8 iron.
Okay, let's move that back in our setup just a little bit.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep. There we go. Okay, that's going to help with that club face a little bit.
Just the timing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, that's better.
There you go. Right.
Still a little out, but can work with that.
Right. So if we get that ball a little bit too far forward, right? Just think about a door closing and opening.
Yeah.
Right. It's here. It's square there, and then it starts
Yeah, I
to
got you.
close.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
All right, big guy. Okay. So for the next 6 or 7 swings here, I'm going to get kind of quiet here, and I just want you to kind of feel like that's a little bit more back in your setup. Okay.
Mhm. Nope. Close that. Move it back a little bit more. I don't know what it is. I like to play my 8 iron almost pretty neutral, almost like a 9.
Okay.
Usually I tend to square it up a little bit better when I'm like that. No?
No, yeah, I think you got one back there. There you go.
These extra balls. Got weighed in at 217 this month on my weigh-in.
Looking great, man. I'm telling you. Looking great.
I'm on the left.
Let's move the ball a little bit in a different position so we can
Yeah.
start to get a path
Let me
read a
get
little bit. I
this.
think you're coming over the top a little bit.
Yeah, let me
Okay.
go like that. Over. Nope. Still closing face.
So hey, let's try getting right on over here, because that way we can kind of get a little bit of a path reading here. So let's try to hit it like over here.
Okay.
Good. Let's do it again. In that same area. So the path was pretty good right there. It's just ever so slightly off the top, but that's not an issue.
Yeah, I would much rather have that right there.
Correct. Correct. All right. All right. Let's do it again. There you go.
I try to finish every time because I know if I finish over my left shoulder too far, I'm going over the top.
Mm-hmm.
And there's sometimes where or when I come over the top and do like that, usually it'll spin. It felt like my club want to spin around.
Okay. The old whirly bird.
Yeah, a little whirly bird. Like, oh nope, that's over the top. So I'll try to get it to where it just finishes right over my left shoulder, almost straight up and down. It helps get my club path to stay pretty on plane.
Okay.
That's just, it helps me when I know what my finish is, because that's where I can just pull my arms to coming through my swing.
So back to grip pressure. What's our grip pressure on this?
Probably.
So, okay, this is going to help us quite a bit. So bring in this hand. Get this guy. There you go. Okay, that's going to.
Weird.
Yeah, that's going to help with your club face quite a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't want to have that thumb off. Okay, we want to have that thumb on.
Okay.
Okay, so the other thing we're going to do, go ahead and set up for me, big guy. So I want you to get, you're going to, there we go, get your hands out a little bit, up, and I want you to stand up just a little bit. There you go. Okay, there we go, much better. Okay, now we've got the hands kind of just a little bit away from us and not so close to us, okay?
That feels weird. It's don't be good. It's not going to be a very good swing.
That's okay. No, not bad for a really terrible swing.
Yeah. See, club path though.
That's okay.
No,
That's
I'm,
good.
I'm just saying the club path is.
Right, but if I kind of gave you this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, put this guy in your hands. Right, so I'm going to kind of.
This is way short.
Yeah, we're not worried about the
Yeah.
length, right? But notice where your thumb's at.
Yeah.
Okay, just kind of on the side right there. You had your thumb here. Okay, so that's going to be huge for keeping that club face under control. That's why that face is getting 16 degrees closed at times. Does that make sense? Because you're taking away something that's stable. I swing that a couple times.
Yeah.
Right? Here we go. Okay, so that's something that we want to kind of focus on with the irons and the driver, okay? So making sure we keep that right thumb on the side right there, so just like that, okay? All right, William, just like that. Okay, good. Yep, that's going to feel uncomfortable, but you're going to get there.
That's actually in to out in there. No, that's swinging up. Your club face is closing just a little bit.
All right. But the big thing is I'm not seeing 16 degrees closed. Okay, that's where you're really probably missing your greens left and right there, because we've got so much over to the left. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
There you go.
You know, I got a pitching wedge that, like, not even like mine. It's just an old pitching wedge I found that I just have I keep on my truck. I just practice a swing just to start from my start to finish, and how I expect my club head to finish,
Mm-hmm.
and I just keep swinging like that,
Okay.
and just to get the practice in, just to
Absolutely.
know where I need to be at. It seems to help. So
Okay, keeping that thumb on just the side of the shaft. Good job.
nope, that's over the top. No, it's not.
Not that over the top, but that face is really shutting down rapidly
Yeah.
on us, right?
Let me move it back in my stand. I think that's probably it.
I think we're gonna take a look at it, but I think we're getting a little snatchy on the take.
I think we do too. It's just
Okay.
weird finishing them. It's just how it is because yeah. You know what it is though? I bought my nephew a little 7-iron
Mm-hmm.
because he's been watching me play and hitting into my golf net. And he's like, oh, I want to do it. I said, well, you're not using my golf club.
Heck no,
So I bought a
man.
little 7-iron, and I was hitting the golf balls out at my brother's house,
Mm-hmm.
and that thing I can hit that little 7-iron. It was about 130 yards.
Oh wow.
With just that short shaft.
Yeah.
Like almost a full swing. I didn't want to hit it like really hard because it was a kids club. But I was getting the draw the ball. I
Okay.
don't know what it is about a shorter iron, but it seems like it's just can get more inside.
Got more control of the club
Yeah,
face.
it's just drawing it.
Okay.
I was like, oh, I'd never get it to draw the ball like that.
Good. I like that finish right there. Good job. Good swing.
That right there.
That's Tommy Fleetwood right there, buddy. Let's take a look here. That was a good one to look at right there. Let's take a look at our hand path.
That's pretty on plane. That's almost dead. You're trying to look for Tommy Fleetwood?
Yeah, let's see if we got Tommy Fleetwood.
He seems like a cool dude in real life too.
He's
See him play every year at Valspar.
He's just a chill dude, man. You know what I mean? Like, love to hang out with him.
I've noticed that he's not the only one that has that swing either. I think he's not Patrick Reed. Not Patrick Reed. Who's the other dude that reminds you of Patrick Reed? Shane Lowry.
Okay.
He has the same swing too, I think.
He's a little bit more longer, loosey-goosey, right?
But his finish is almost like the same across his shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
And that's very instinctful for people that played over in Europe because you're trying to keep it low,
Mhm.
right? A lot
Because
of
of
winds,
winds.
right? And you see that out of people that come out of Texas too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so first thing that we can kind of see here, right?
Still a little behind.
No, right. I like how Tommy keeps that that club face out in front of his hands just a little bit.
That just feels weird to that grip.
Yeah, that's going to be a big change for us,
Yeah,
right?
because it wasn't even that far. Because I try to, like in my graduate swings, I try to keep it that club that at least parallel with my hands or ahead of my hands, and not behind them.
Right. So getting the club way inside, right, for us. Okay, that's the first thing. Okay, and then you got to kind of reroute the club. You do a good job of getting your hands back to where they are, which is really impressive. Okay, but if we could get your hands to kind of trace along that line and keep the club head out, keep the hands in, right? What we see with Tommy here, right? Alright, so it kind of goes just ever so slightly over that, right? Good. Okay, he has a little bit more knee bend than usual, right? But I think he plays a little extra longer club to do what he wants to do. I mean, that's just golden move right there. Let's kind of come through here. But big thing for us, as we kind of look at it, right, is that club path getting inside to start off with. Okay, that gets you in way too deep here, and you can see, when we take a look at our elbow here, we're not really forming that nice
Triangle.
triangle right
Yeah.
there, right? So it's kind of getting stuck right here, and then you got to kind of push the club away to get it started.
Yeah, I got you.
And wherever the face is at that point, it's just kind of, there it goes. Does that make sense? Okay. So that was a good shot, right? We can see that we need to kind of work on our hand path just a little bit, right? So what you looking at?
No, just the lowest point of the
swing?
swing.
Gotcha. So I'm going to kind of do this. Let me see if I got one here. So I'm going to do this a little bit here. So I'm going to grab one of these real quick. Okay. And what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you put it right here in your right arm, just as so. Okay. And what you're going to kind of do is just feel that, kind of keeping that connected as we go. Okay. So just kind of right there. Feel it staying connected, right? Because if I go, see how that would work? Okay. So not worried about the ball. Okay, just kind of put that underneath your arm, right there. Kind of take the grip, move it right like that. Good. Okay. Good. Okay, and just kind of get. Hey, where's that thumb? There you go. Okay. Now, do me just a little favor here. Yeah, there you go. Better.
Yeah.
Do me just a little favor. Stand a little bit taller for me. Okay. There you go. Good. Good. We're just working on the takeaway, okay? Not really worried about the upper part of the swing, okay? Just trying to focus on that takeaway. There we go, good. All right, so if I kind of did this to you, all right, go ahead and set up for me. All right, put the ball right here. Go ahead and go. All right, get a feel for that. Let's keep going. Good, right? Keeping that club head outside of our hands or just in line with it, not getting back behind us.
Yeah.
Okay, got a much better chance of controlling that face and controlling our swing path. Slow. There you go. Good.
It kind of forced me to basically not try to hinge it neither. So put it like this, I can hinge it. Put it like this, it's kind of hard to.
Yeah, what you're feeling isn't actually a hinge. It's kind of more of what you're really feeling is the snap inside.
Yeah.
Right? And you feel this cupping back here, but it's not really hinge, right? Hinge would be here.
Yeah, gotcha.
Right? So keep that out of the face. Okay?
Go.
There you go. Okay? But really all we're trying to work on is back to this point right here. Right? Yeah, feeling our hand. Yeah. Okay? That's all we're trying to work on right there.
Almost like this is pointing to my left knee, almost.
Well, it should feel like it's
Almost parallel with it.
It should almost feel like the butt of the club's going to go into your thigh. Yep. That's what Hogan always talked about. Right?
Yeah.
That takeaway. All right, so what I'm going to do for you today, okay, I've got some extra of these at home. I want you to take this home with you.
I got one actually.
You've got one of the.
Yeah, I bought one.
Did you? Okay,
Yeah.
I was going to say I'll send you
It's
home.
different than one than that one though.
Okay.
I just gotta figure out how to use it because it's different. I think I
Okay.
have it on. Yep. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So here, I'll let you keep that. But what I'd show you here, all right. And if this one's probably just a little bit easier to
Yeah,
use.
it is because it don't have the little things on them.
Right. So I'll just send that home with you, and you can use this. Okay. But what we would do, right? Get the flat part towards there. Okay. Just get it, 90 degrees to your face. Okay. Let me see that alignment rod real quick. Okay. And then what we would do, right? Get this right here, just outside of our toe line right here. Get it right underneath there. Right. And then what I want you to do is I want you to get this line parallel to this one. Okay. And you can see that my hands are going to be in, the club's going to be out. Right. Now there is a little bit of a core movement as we do this. Right. So
Yeah.
just like that. Right. So really what I'd love for you to kind of do for practice, right? One, keep that thumb on the shaft for me, please, right? The other is just kind of work on this motion right here, okay? Not going up to the top or trying to get a swing, but just get a feel for that first move, right? Boom, right? Now we can keep that circle or that radius in a better position. But if I get in here, then where's my face? Where's
Everything
everything?
it out, yeah.
Correct, correct. So we need to work on that quite a bit. Does that make sense? Right, so I would do one of two things. Send that home with you. One of two things, right? Get this alignment rod into my armpit, like what we're doing. Okay, just as so. Right, so it forces you to keep that left arm towards our, into our side a little bit, and that's going to force us to do that. That gives us one kind of feel we're having a visual aid. Does that make sense, big guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's something that we need to kind of work on quite a bit. It's not going to come like that, okay, but the more that you can kind of practice that, 10 or 15 minutes a night, start getting used to that feel, that muscle memory, then it's going to start kind of shining through.
Yeah, try to at least get about half an hour of practice, at least half an hour of practice in my jaw net a day.
Okay,
So,
great.
try to make time for about at least half an hour, if anything more. But once I start feeling fatigue, I just stop. I just don't.
Yeah, shut it down. Yeah,
I just, because I feel like if I do that, I just start recreating bad habits
correct.
and try to overcorrect myself, and it's just.
Right, it's kind of like, as I tell people, they laugh about it, but it's like we get a pitch count, right? There's a pitch count for pitchers, right? There's only so many swings we can really hit as amateurs, right, to hit balls, right?
But definitely one after another, and not just like take a break, hit one, take a break, hit one, take a break.
Correct. If you watch the guys on the range like Tiger or Scotty Scheffler, it probably takes them 20 minutes to hit maybe 20 or 30 balls.
Yeah, because they'll hit one and then they just,
They're
And then
looking
they're
at
talking
something, they're
and they're looking,
focusing,
yeah.
right? It's not just rapid fire, right? So good.
no.
Okay, so those are the things we want to kind of work on here for maybe the next 10 minutes, and then we'll switch over to the driver. Sound good, my man? Any questions, big guy?
No, sir. Way over the top.
Good. There you go, good.
A little over the top,
That's okay,
but look at the face.
right? Face is just slightly closed, right? It's not getting super closed.
That's still open. No.
So, Robert, you got another one back behind here, I assume? Yeah.
Probably two of them, actually.
Go. Oh, I got one. I'll find the other
I
one.
do really like those golf balls though.
I
No,
definitely
who's
like
the
that
net
triple
ball?
track.
What's that?
So I definitely like the triple track.
Oh, you're talking about the,
The
yeah.
alignments, yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
There you go. Good job. Okay, let's just keep with that for a few more minutes, okay? I don't think that's yours.
It's not mine either.
Let's see. Got the other two back.
Once I start hitting them pretty good straight, then I'm gonna start working on try to hit them uphill, downhill, ball below my feet and above my feet. So
Yeah. Find it here in a bit.
that's fine.
Good. Good.
Yeah, I do love that finish though.
Yep. Good sawed off little finish, right?
Yeah.
Almost feels like kind of a punch shot, right?
It feels professional is what it feels like.
Yes. Right? I mean, once again, right, when we talked about the guy on the PGA logo, right? Isn't he like this? Right? There's a reason why.
Originally, when I first started playing, watching golf and playing, I thought that was Tiger Woods.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think it's a combination of a few players, and I'm not really sure.
Look, I got a little behind me. My club head.
Okay.
I felt that.
Maybe we're getting the ball maybe a little bit too far back.
That I felt because when I felt the pressure, it just feels like
Let's move it up in our setup just a bit for me. There we go. Good. Hands back just a smidge for me. There you go. Good.
that. No, that's off the toe. You still got speed down just a tad bit.
Yeah. You don't need to kill it, man.
No?
Just need to make contact.
No?
So I'm going to ask you, what was your takeaway felt like there? What did it feel like?
About just a tad bit behind me.
Okay.
Probably a little bit, just like, probably about like that.
Okay. Let's take a look here. So one thing I'd like to kind of do here a little bit, right, is I'd like for your hands to get away from your body a little bit, right? So when I see this, right, if I look at your chin here, your hands should be kind of hanging underneath those.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay, so we need to kind of feel like we got our hands maybe just a little bit of a slight reach, like about there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's take a look at, yeah. All right, and as we kind of take that back. All right, good. So we're doing better about not snatching it in, but now we've got it, we're lifting our hands a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Right? But we're doing a lot better at keeping the club head out in front of our hands or in line with it right there, right?
Like I said, I was just a tad bit behind my hands.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than where it was, where it was
Yeah.
getting real snatchy, right?
That's what it felt like, and that's what it was actually. So
It's good. All right? And then we're just getting a little too narrow here. So
yeah.
let's take a look at our early extension here and see if we've got any of that. As we kind of go through.
Yeah.
All right.
There she goes.
All right, so I'm going to kind of put like a little mark right here on her hip. I want to kind of see something. Yeah. So when we kind of take a look at your hip, right? Okay, if you look at Tommy's, right, just watch his, if we watch his hip right here, okay, and he goes, right, see how his hip works underneath this line right here, okay, yours is kind of what we call a little bit of a hitchhiker, right, it's going up, okay, so that leads to early extension and stuff like that, so we want to have that feeling, right, so if you see me down the line here, okay, all right, see how that hip's right here? As you kind of go and turn, there's a line right here, okay? Your hip's going up and above it,
Yeah.
okay? We want to have that feeling, right, as I turn back through here, that hip stays either on that line or maybe just works below it a little bit, and that's going to keep that left hip turning back behind you and staying in position. Does that make sense? Yeah. Right, so set up for me. Okay, and I'll kind of grab a little something here, right? So if I had a point right here, okay, where our hip is, right, there's our hip, okay? I want to feel like as I come through the downswing that it's moving underneath this, not up and over it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay. Give me a couple swings where we're just kind of focusing on that. Don't worry about the ball right now. Just try to focus on that for me. Okay? Feel how that'll help that left hip turn back behind you, right? Good. Okay. And that might be a mobility issue that we need to address a little bit, right?
Yeah.
There you go. How does that feel for you, buddy?
A little bit better.
Okay, good. Right? Feel like that hip stays underneath that line as we come through. It's going to take a little time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's kind of go on over here, and why don't you hit, 6 or 7 balls here, kind of get a feel for that. We'll have a quick little discussion about that, and we'll turn on over to the driver. Sound good, my man?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Feel like that hip stays underneath that line on the way through. Okay. We're on it. Yeah. There's my boy Tommy. That's what we're talking about right there.
Played it that one a little bit. A lot of it.
It's okay.
But hey, we're straight. Oh, if this wasn't beat down like I'm hitting out of a divot every time.
Focus on that thumb being on the shaft, right? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Got it. You notice a little difference with that hip and what we're trying to do there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how's that feel?
Feels a lot better.
Okay.
Just getting to it. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's just,
Okay, right. Feel like those hands, yeah, there you go. Very good. There you go. That's a really good swing right there, buddy. All right. You don't need to hit an 8-iron any more than that. Right? At 146, 150, that's really good gappage for what we're trying to do.
yeah.
Right? I mean, you could probably hit an 8-iron 170 if you wanted, right? But it's going to be over in that bunker over there, right?
Yeah, because I can hit my pitching wedge like 140, 150.
Right? But how straight does it usually go?
Yeah.
Right? So I would venture to guess, I would keep my pitching wedge for you at about 120, 125,
Mm-hmm.
right? And just have that number in your mind, right? 150 is the number for our 8-iron. Yeah, right? But you can see when you start to kind of jump on it a little bit,
Mhm.
and you jumped on it just a smidge there, right? That the path was good, the face was just a little closed, right?
A little bit.
Okay?
Like that. I almost have set up to where when I put my my club head behind the ball,
Mm-hmm.
that like my top of my shaft is just in front of the ball.
Okay.
That's always how I felt comfortable with swinging
Okay.
with it. That's the reason why I have it to where it's like this towards the with it.
Go a little bit to it, sweet.
A little bit.
Okay, you're trying to take something off on it. All right, just give yourself a normal swing.
Come on. There. Yeah. doing it again.
That's fine, I'll slow it down. All right, give me one more here, big guy. I'm gonna take a look at this one on video, and then we're gonna jump on over to the driver. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, try to jump on
Drop my hips down, I still open mine, close my face up. One more time.
that. So I want you to, do this, give me one more swing, right? And I want your swing speed to be at 80 miles an hour, okay? See how it's just a little high? You want it, you know, not many times I'm asking people to slow it down a little bit.
81.
Perfect, right? So look at all these stats and numbers, right? Once you start to slow it down, everything starts to come into focus, right? We've got a total of 144. That's where we need to kind of live, you know, anywhere from 145 to 155 or something like that is where we need to kind of be. But I'd much rather you hit it 144 or 137 carry, total 144 straight. We can play that, right?
That's a great spin rate too, so.
Yes, yes.
Or an NR.
Correct, so the spin rate's there, right? Once you start to get on it, you start to spin it a little too much. And that's just, you know, with that high spin rate, and if that face is anywhere, it's just gonna take off. Okay? So, before we jump to the driver, right, a few things that we kind of worked on, right? One, keeping that right thumb on the side of the shaft, not getting onto my hands right there, right? The other thing is that we kind of move the ball up in our setup just a little bit, right? It was getting a little too far back, okay? And the other thing is that I think the big thing for us is that we need to kind of slow the swing down a little bit, right? You got power in spades, right? But the big thing is we need to work on control, right? So, you know, maybe
Control speed later.
correct. Well, I mean, you don't need much more speed than that, right? To be honest with you, to play golf, that's, you know, you're going to tear up a golf course that way. You're not going to go knock it out, right? I mean, you're just trying to
club up if I need it.
Correct. But I'd much rather see your swing speeds be more appropriate to what we need to do. You don't need to get the fastest swing speed that you need, right? We need something that's consistent, right? And that way you can definitely play very well. Okay?
The thumb down the shaft though, it started feeling comfortable.
Yeah, it definitely takes time. I wouldn't begrudge you that, man. Anytime you change your grip, man, it feels just so awkward.
So weird.
Yes, so weird, right? You know, the old saying that we used to have in the industry is that, you know, change your grip, lose a client.
You guys are cutting these things down, huh?
I guess. I mean, I think I found. No.
This is about the me, really.
Okay.
Let's see.
I think I've got one right here.
Yeah, that one may
There you
be
go.
just a tad. Yeah, that's about the same.
Okay. All right. So, right. The other big thing that we kind of talked about was our hand path. Right. I really like the idea of either putting something right here so it kind of forces you to do that, or we sent you home with that little training aid. Work on that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I sometimes just also like for my top, just use that wall like, you know. I just set up with my butt right on the wall and just come down. It helps to, obviously, just.
It takes time, right?
Yep.
Good work.
That net's actually helping me out a lot. So I can actually get to practice what I learned. So.
Okay. Good.
And 8. I bottomed out and I hit the ground first.
Okay.
Seen that because
That's a pretty good miss if you're gonna have one. Yeah, right.
Definitely down the hill, because down the hill's that first tee shot's down the hill. So that would've came out just a tad bit, so.
Yeah, perfect.
You played down the hill before?
Oh God, it's got to be probably 20 years now.
Yeah, the first tee shot's like a dog leg left.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can cut the corner if you can, but.
To the right.
To the right, off the toe.
All right. Path was good, just face was wide open. Okay.
Oh, they're still a little too tall what I normally hit. So I usually use, I wonder if these tees will actually work.
I got this. Do you want something a little bit taller? This is about the only good one I can find.
So I use these tees for everything. Right here.
Okay. Okay. For the color coordination, yeah, you can get those in there.
So yeah, because my driver I'll put right at the bottom of the line,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll just push it down in the ground if I use it for teeing up for an iron.
Okay.
So usually when I do it, yeah, like that.
There you go. Perfect.
That's-
Perfect. You don't have
And
to
I
worry
like it
about
because hitting with the driver, and then instead of having those long tees, you have them just barely sticking in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
When I hit it, it doesn't break my tees.
Oh, okay.
So
That's good.
yeah,
That saves you on tees.
yeah, that's better.
All right, here we go.
Little over shot. Nope, club face closed.
Right, but once again, right, let's try to get that. I'd like for you to get your swing speed to about 105.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I know we could probably jump up to 113, maybe even 116 with the swing, right? But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
296 yards in the guy's house is not going to help us, right?
No. Still closed.
Okay. Well, you got to a 105. Thank you for that. You did perfect there. Okay. All right. So let me ask you this quick question,
Mm-hmm.
right? Quick question. What's your grip pressure?
Probably about the same. I mean, I'm not like squeezing it, but probably about like a 6 maybe.
Let's get that up to an 8. Okay.
Yeah.
With your swing speed being as fast as it is, we need to make sure that the hands keep that club face stable.
Mm.
Okay. With a loose grip, that thing can start getting
Yeah,
wild.
'cause I feel like if it hits just a tad off the toe, it's twisting in my, and that's what causes it to.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
So you want to have that feeling like if I took some tees here.
Mm-hmm.
Right. This is no. I'm not worried about you swinging the club right now.
No, I'm just trying to.
Okay. So here. So hey, once again, where's that thumb?
No, yeah.
Yep. So here we go. Set up for me. All right. I want you to put this in between, and I want you to pinch that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can get this guy. All right. Put him in here. I want you to pinch that. Okay.
Mhm.
Don't worry about the ball. Okay. But you feel how you're pinching these things.
Mhm.
Okay. That's going to give you your control. Okay. You see that? Okay. These things have to be as tight as they can be. That's going to
Mhm.
stabilize the face. Once those things are loose, then the club's going to be loose in your hands.
Upgrade the shaft, the grip anyways. This is the original grip.
Okay. So don't worry about
Yeah.
here. So we're just going to take the
Yeah.
ball out. Right. I just want you to take a couple swings and give me a feel. Keep that pressure point on there. There you go. Good. Keep that pressure point on there. Give me about 5 or 6 swings. Feel that. Feel yourself. Good. Okay. Again. Good. Keep that pressure in that grip. Good. Yeah, you see how that's coming out right there?
No, yeah.
Okay. Let's grab another tee real quick.
Is that my phone or your phone going off? probably.
It's probably yours, huh? Nobody likes me that much.
Yeah, no, it's just Facebook updates.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm down 58 pounds and I posted the before and after pics. So,
Oh, you got all the girls swooning now, huh?
no, it's just everybody's like, oh man, that's great.
Kind of. Okay, good. Keep that pressure point, right? Feel that, that tightness there. Good. That's going to stabilize the face. Okay?
Yeah.
And that's going to take some time, right? Because we've been used to having that thumb off the shaft, right? And our hands, that little pressure point with our hands has been kind of loose.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that we're kind of ready,
Mhm.
okay? Where's your teeth?
I got it in my hand.
Okay. So let's just kind of, good. Very good. Okay. So I'm going to let you kind of go without the devices in our hands. And if I see it's still a little bit of a problem, we'll put them in there and take some swings, okay? All right, feel that pressure point in there. Good. Okay, good. Foot path was a little bit over the top, face was a little bit open, but that's to be expected.
Mm-hmm.
Making a big change here. Oop, I think that tee's over here.
Probably.
Okay.
Alright, okay. That's it. No, I got up more.
Let's keep going, big guy. You're doing great.
Better what I started with, like 10 and 12 over the top. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So at least I'm keeping it down below 5.
Okay, so hold on a sec. Right, feel that pressure point in those little pincher fingers, right? I'm going to kind of do this for you. All right, so that's going to be our swing path right there. All right, good. Okay.
That's open face.
That's okay. I'm okay with that right now. Okay. What I don't want to see is the, 16 degrees closed. You know, that's really tough to control then. Okay, we'll get that thing closed for you. Good. I like how we're keeping our speed at about 105 there. Okay. Attacking was just a little bit down.
Yeah, I usually hit down on my driver.
That's okay.
So,
I'd like to see a little bit more of a B.
I can get you a B.
I know. Right, this is the only part in class where we want to be. Good.
B? No, A.
It's okay.
Oh, went up a little.
Where that guy went? He's
Oh, I skied the heck out of that. I lost a lot of power.
all right. A lot of spin on that one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe this T will work. You're
About 1,700 more spin.
That might be a little bit too high. I don't know where your other T went.
Oh, I got more. No, we'll find out. I'll just try to get a little bit more underneath it. My cousin was having the same issue with him just pushing it off to the right, like straight right.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, why don't you back up some off the ball and swing it? And he just smacked one right straight down the middle.
Good.
And he's like, oh, the crap. And he used the wrong club because he's used to hitting a certain distance with it like that.
Mm-hmm.
So when he hit it straight, it just went way past the green. Because he uses his 4 hybrid.
Good. Okay. So feel that pressure point in our fingers. Good. definitely swinging up there.
Wow, that's way inside.
Let's take a look at that guy. A lot of swing speed right there, man. If we could slow that down a little
Yeah.
bit, we get a little bit more
I
control.
was trying to get it hit up on the ball, which I did. I mean,
You did great.
that's why I was trying to overcompensate.
Okay, you did great right there.
I got your B though.
You got my B. That's what I like to see, my man. Tommy. Let's take a look at him. Okay. Good.
No, inside.
All right, kind of whipping it back into the
Whip it,
inside.
whip it. Yep, jumping up on it too.
All right. And that's because we're taking it so far inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we have to kind of move that circle outside, and our body has to chase after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got try something. But it's helping me with when I was doing it. I usually just when I set up.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep, so if I kind of did this, right, so go ahead and set up for me.
that's why I just do like that and just swing it.
Go ahead and set up for me, big guy. Okay, so I'm going to kind of put this guy just a little bit out here,
Mm-hmm.
so it gives us kind of a reference point of kind of coming up and over. Yep. Yep. There you go. Okay. Just kind of swinging on that plane. Don't try to kill it. All right. Just kind of up.
Just try to get a feel for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Right.
Just hitting up on the ball it's for me. I always feel like I like to hit it just pretty neutral
Mm-hmm.
because
So I'd like to see kind of more like this. So set up for me. Good. Much more. Okay. Good. Okay. Give me a swing like that. Now you get really up ahead on it. Now you're really trying to squeeze it.
Mm-hmm.
Set up for me, big guy. Come back here. Down. Right. Okay, what we're gonna do here. Alright. Feel like your head goes in reverse as you come through.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Okay. Alright. It's a feeling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so we know our hand path is getting out and away from us, just we're back into the inside again, right?
Yeah, that one's probably. That one's not. But
Well, I was just talking about overall.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
that
yeah,
one
yeah.
wasn't, yes. But we'll talk about it.
It's not my club pass if it's my face angle. Where are other tees? These are almost like the sides tees that Tiger Woods uses.
Yeah, he has a much lower tee than what
Yeah.
people would assume,
Mm-hmm.
right? A lot of people, have it tee it high, let it fly, right? But he's much more trying to keep the chest over the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here, I'm gonna ask you this, instead of just trying to hit straight balls here,
Mhm.
okay, for the next couple shots here, right? I want you to kind of call your shot. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to draw it? Are you trying to fade it? Right? So I want you to have a little bit of a game plan
Mhm.
when you get up to the tee box here, right?
Yeah.
Okay? We're not gonna hit every ball straight, right?
No.
But I wanna know which way you're trying to
I'll
curve,
try
right?
to fade it.
Gonna try to fade it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's your start line?
Uh,
Okay. Our start line's going to be at the edge of this bunker here. Okay.
oh, yeah, fade and draw it. Okay.
Okay. We're gonna fade it, right? So I want it to be there. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. Let's try it again.
At the start line, it's just went the other way.
All right. Got your beat. Smashed up. Okay. So once again, I want you to call what your shot's going to be. All right. It's going to be a fade. He wants to start at that.
I won't do a draw. Let's just try to draw.
Okay. Where's your start line for that one?
Let's do the tree.
Like this tree out here?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So that's going to be our start line. Get our body lines lined up to that,
Mhm.
right? And we're going to draw off of that. Okay? Good. Ah,
Drew it, but went straight and then go.
okay. So good job of calling what we were doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But we probably didn't get our body lines set up to this to do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. But you did a great job of drawing it.
Yeah, look at the total yardage.
Yeah,
313.
absolutely. Absolutely. We just need to get our start line a little bit better.
Yeah.
Okay?
That right there would have been played great at that first hole that went down the hills.
Probably be on the green, dude.
Yeah.
Right, so we doing for a draw again?
Yeah, let's do a try to draw. Let's try that one more time.
Okay, so hey, want my body lines lined up to that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's what I try to do, and then keep my club face down on the path.
Okay, so let's just look at that tree out there and we're going to draw it off of that, okay?
Nope. Still drawing it, but
All right, face and path were pretty good. Low
Yeah.
point, right? The big thing is you gotta trust to swing it outwards, right?
Yeah.
Out towards this area, right? You're still, and you kind of talked yourself into it. You're like, I try to keep it straight onto this. No, have that swing go along those
Yeah.
body lines.
I was
right?
talking about club face to kind of down,
Yeah.
and then do it. Let's try.
Okay, let's do it again, okay? I think we're on a good path right there.
Yeah, I usually try not to draw or fade it. I just usually try to cut the corner or just hit it down from the corner. I don't try to
Okay.
shot shape normally, so unless I'm practicing it.
Okay. Well, I think that's a key part of the game of golf. So trust that you're going to swing towards that tree out there. Okay. Do that for me, partner.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go. Right on the money.
Right. Good. Okay. So not that we don't want to hit straight balls. Okay.
Mhm.
We do. Right. But it's kind of like finding a pink unicorn out in the forest.
Mhm.
Okay, it doesn't really happen very much, right?
No.
The big thing for you is that we need to get you to kind of feel like you're swinging out towards the target, getting your body lines to that, right? And feeling confident to swing at that, and it's going to come back for you, right? Okay. Now, I want you to give me one more, and then we're going to come back to the fade, and I want you to work that too, okay? All right, that's an important part of the game of golf, right? So when you watch the guys at the Open Championship, you're going to see them curving that driver one way or another,
Yeah.
right? So shot shaping is important, right? So, right?
The tee hit that. Oh, what the hell?
Okay.
The
Kinda
tee
get-
hit that
kinda-
mark.
Yep, you kind of kept that face down straight to this target line.
Yeah.
Okay? Don't be afraid, as I said, don't be afraid to swing out towards this. Okay?
Yeah, drop.
Right? I think that's just, because I'm not seeing a lot of bad numbers here. I'm just seeing, I don't think we're kind of setting up and swinging properly to our target, what we're trying to do. Does that make sense, big guy? All right. Right? Get your body lines lined up with that. Okay? You're swinging out towards that tree. Right? Make sure that club head feels like it's going out towards that tree for me, okay? There we go.
That felt better. That started just a tad bit right, but
It's all right, but it's going to be on the left side of the fairway, right?
Yep.
Okay? Getting a better start line, okay? I think that's the big key for us with
I like those total numbers though, and the spin rate on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of good stuff, right? We just got to get you to confidently feel like you don't hit every ball straight.
Mhm.
Give it some curvature, okay? Don't be afraid.
Work a couple phases and I have to go because my mom's already texting me.
Okay, so let's do 2 fades here, okay? I want you to look at that bunker. So, hey, hold on.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going to do one more draw.
You're doing good. I just want one more there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's get our body lines in line with that.
Okay.
Now, the other thing I'd kind of do here just a little bit to kind of help out the fade, move it back in our setup just a little bit.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay?
That way it just keeps that.
Keeps our chest over the ball.
Yeah.
Okay? Right? Kind of a little bit more like Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Okay? And you could probably even choke down a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, dead straight.
Okay. Ah, okay. We'll do 2 more here for you, big guy, and then we'll have a little chat. And that way you don't have the old mom getting on you. Oh yeah, here she's calling you now.
Hey, I'm finishing up right now.
You on your way?
No, I'm finishing.